Okay, so something happened today and I can't stop thinking about it.
What happened?
So we were in class and the professor asked a question and I knew the answer, like I actually knew it.
Okay.
And then I just didn't say anything. And then someone else answered it.
Oh no.
Yeah,
How long ago was this?
like 3 hours ago, and I'm still sitting here thinking about it.
Okay, yeah, we need to talk about this.
I know, I'm Alex, by the way.
Sarah,
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too. So, what actually stopped you, like, in that moment?
That's the thing, I don't even know exactly. I knew the answer. I was like, okay, I got this. And then my brain just started going like, what if my voice sounds weird? What if I say it wrong? What if people turn and look at me?
All of that happened that fast?
All of that happened in about 2 seconds, maybe less.
That's kind of wild when you think about it.
It is wild, and the worst part is, the person who answered, they said basically the same thing I was going to say.
Oh, that hurts.
It really does, like, come on.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you.
No, it is kind of funny, in a painful way.
In a very painful way. But it keeps happening. Like, this isn't the first time. I'll be in a group and someone asks something, and I know what I want to say, but I just freeze.
Do you freeze, or do you just talk yourself out of it?
I think both, maybe. Like, first I freeze, and then while I'm frozen, my brain is working overtime trying to find all the reasons not to speak.
That's actually a really good way to put it.
Is it? Because from the inside, it just feels like, I don't know, chaos.
Yeah, I get that.
Does this happen to you? Like, are you also like this?
Honestly, not as much now, but when I was younger, yeah. I remember being in group projects and I'd have an idea and I'd just wait too long to say it, and then the conversation would move on and my idea was just gone into the air.
Yes, exactly that. The moment passes and it's gone.
And then you feel kind of invisible, right?
Kind of invisible, yeah, and also kind of annoyed at yourself,
Right, both at the same time.
which is a great combination.
Really wonderful.
So, what changed for you? Like, how did you get less like that?
Honestly, I don't think I fully got over it. I think I just got more used to the embarrassment being temporary.
What do you mean?
Like, okay, when you're nervous to speak, what's your actual fear? What's the actual fear?
That I'll say something dumb.
And then what?
People will think I'm dumb.
And then what?
I don't know, it's just bad.
Exactly. That's kind of where the thought stops, right? People will think I'm dumb and then it just feels like the end of the world. But it's not really.
When you say it like that, it sounds simple.
It's not simple, I know. I'm just saying that's where my brain goes when I'm scared. It stops that bad thing will happen and doesn't keep going to find out the bad thing isn't actually that bad.
Can I ask you something kind of dumb?
Yeah, of course.
What does it mean when someone says they're self-conscious? Like, I hear that a lot. Is that what I am?
Yeah, basically, self-conscious means you become really aware of yourself when other people are around, like you're watching yourself from the outside.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Like suddenly you're thinking about your face, your voice, your hands.
My hands. Why are my hands always such a problem when I'm nervous?
What do your hands do?
I don't know what to do with them. They just exist, and I become very aware that they exist.
I love that.
It's not funny. I'm talking, and suddenly I'm like, where do hands go? What is their normal position?
Okay, that's a little funny.
Fine, it's a little funny.
But seriously, when you're self-conscious, it's like a part of your brain splits off and just starts narrating everything you do.
Yes, like a very mean sports commentator.
Yes, exactly. A mean sports commentator in your head going, and now Alex is clearing his throat. Let's see how this goes for him.
Oh my god, that's literally what it sounds like.
The worst part is, he never says anything encouraging.
Never once. Never, great job, Alex. That was a solid question.
Always the negative.
Always.
So, do you know when it started? Like, were you always like this?
I think so. I mean, I have early memories of being nervous in front of people. Like, even in elementary school, doing a reading out loud was not great.
Oh, reading out loud, that's a special kind of torture.
Right? And then everyone's listening, and you're like, what if I mispronounce something? And of course, then you do,
Because you're thinking about it too much.
because I'm thinking about it too much. Yeah.
There's actually a word for that when you think about something so hard that you mess it up.
Really? What is it?
I want to say overthinking. I mean, that's the basic word, but I've also heard the phrase paralysis by analysis.
Paralysis by analysis.
Yeah, like you analyze a situation so much that you end up paralyzed. You can't move,
That is painfully accurate.
right?
That is basically my life described in 3 words.
Okay, but I want to go back to today. So the professor asks a question, you know the answer, and then the overthinking starts. Walk me through it again. What exactly were you thinking?
Okay, so the question was about something we'd read, and I remembered the answer from the reading, and I had my hand sort of half raised, like a scared half raise.
A scared half raise.
You know what I mean, like not fully committed, just hovering.
I know exactly what you mean.
And then I thought, okay, what if I get the wording wrong? The concept was in my head, but I wasn't sure I could put it into words clearly. And then I started thinking about how my voice sounds when I'm nervous.
How does it sound?
Higher and a little shaky. And then I started thinking about that, which made it worse, which made my voice actually start to shake a little. And then I was like, okay, definitely not speaking now.
So the fear of the thing made the thing happen.
Yes, the fear of sounding nervous made me nervous.
That is a very specific kind of cruel.
It is.
Can I be honest about something?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people in that classroom were probably having versions of the same thought. Maybe not as intense, but like most people don't raise their hand immediately because they're confident. A lot of them don't raise it at all.
You think?
I genuinely do. The classroom is full of people thinking, I kind of know the answer, but what if I'm wrong? You're just more aware of it than most.
I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse.
Maybe both.
Maybe both, yeah. It's just, I hate that it follows me around. Like, it's not just class, it's everywhere. Group dinners, meetings, even just walking into a room late.
Walking in late is its own nightmare.
Oh, it's terrible, because everyone's already settled and then you walk in and you feel like every single person is watching you do this awkward thing of finding a seat.
And you're like, hello, yes, this is me, finding a chair. Thank you for watching.
Exactly. And I know realistically they're not all watching, but it feels like they are.
That feeling has a name too, actually. I think it's called the spotlight effect.
The spotlight effect?
Yeah, it's this thing where you feel like you're under a spotlight and everyone is paying close attention to you. But actually, people are mostly focused on themselves.
That makes so much sense, and also makes me feel kind of dumb for not realizing it.
No, because knowing it and feeling it are two totally different things. You can know intellectually that no one is watching and still feel like everyone is watching.
Yeah, that's exactly it. The knowledge doesn't fix the feeling.
Not automatically.
Do you think there's a way to fix it, though? Like, is this just who I am forever?
I don't think so, but I also don't think it's like a switch you flip.
Great.
I mean, I think it gets smaller over time. Not gone, just smaller.
Smaller sounds okay. I'd take smaller.
I think the more you do the scary thing, the less power it has. Not because it stops feeling scary, but because you survive it enough times that your brain starts to adjust.
Like building what's the word? A tolerance?
Kind of, yeah. Or maybe a track record. Like, okay, last time I said something in class and it was awkward for 2 seconds and then it was over. The world didn't end.
My brain doesn't have a good track record for that, though. It has a really good track record for the times it went badly.
That's actually really normal. The brain holds on to bad memories more than good ones.
Of course it does.
There's even a word for it, negativity bias.
Okay, we have a lot of words today.
I know, sorry.
No, I like it. Keep going.
Negativity bias just means your brain pays more attention to bad experiences than good ones. Like, evolutionarily, it makes sense because bad things could kill you. But in a classroom, it just means you remember every time you said something awkward way more clearly than the times you were fine.
So my brain is just trying to protect me.
Technically, yes, very aggressively.
Too aggressively.
Way too aggressively.
Okay, so speaking of things that went badly, I have to tell you this story from a couple of months ago.
Oh, yeah?
So I was in this study group, 4 people, and we're going over some stuff before an exam. And someone asked me to explain something because they knew I'd reviewed it.
Okay.
And I knew the thing. I had literally just reviewed it. But the moment they all turned and looked at me, my mind just went blank.
Oh, no.
Like completely blank. I opened my mouth and nothing came out that made any sense. I said a sentence, and then I forgot what I was saying in the middle of the sentence.
Yeah.
And one of them kind of gave the other one this look.
Oh, the look.
The look, yeah. And I saw it, and that was it. I basically shut down for the rest of the session.
I hate that. Like one sideways glance and it's over.
And the thing is, they probably weren't being mean. It was probably just like a, he seems nervous look. But to me, it felt like a, wow, he doesn't know anything look.
And your brain decided which interpretation to believe.
And my brain decided to believe the worst one, obviously.
Negativity bias working perfectly.
Protecting me so well, yes.
Can I ask something, and you don't have to answer if it's weird?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is there any situation where you feel like actually comfortable, like where the nervousness is just isn't there?
Thinking for a second. Yeah, actually, one-on-one.
Really?
Like, talking to one person, I'm fine. I can talk, I can make jokes, I can explain things. It's only when there's an audience.
That's interesting. So it's not that you don't know how to communicate, it's the watching.
Yeah, the multiple sets of eyes thing.
Do you feel nervous right now, like talking to me?
Honestly, a little, but it's like a small nervous, a manageable nervous.
What makes it manageable?
I don't know. Maybe because you're asking me questions, so it feels more like a conversation than a performance?
That's a really interesting way to think about it. A conversation versus a performance.
Yeah, when I have to talk to a group, it feels like a performance, like I have to get it right. But this feels more like we're just figuring something out together.
I like that.
My roommate says I think too much. He says just talk and don't think about it.
That's nice advice that doesn't work at all.
Right? Like, thanks. Just don't be nervous. Wow, cured.
It's like telling someone who's cold to just be warm.
Exactly. Yes, thank you.
Like, I appreciate that he's trying to help, but just don't overthink it. It's not a strategy.
It's not a strategy. And the thing is, when he says it, I start thinking about not thinking, which is thinking, which makes it worse.
The recursive thinking problem.
It's turtles all the way down.
I haven't heard that phrase in a while.
I feel like it applies.
Okay, I want to try something, and this might sound a little weird.
Okay.
Next time you're in a situation where you feel that freeze coming, instead of fighting it or trying to not be nervous, what if you just let it be there?
Like, just feel nervous?
Yeah, like, okay, I'm nervous, that's fine. I'm nervous and I'm going to say the thing anyway.
Doesn't that just mean being nervous and speaking?
Kinda, yeah.
That's also not that helpful.
No, but wait, it's different because you're not fighting it. When you fight the nervousness, you spend all your energy on that fight and none of it on the actual thing you want to say. If you're just like, yep, I'm nervous, that's information, moving on, the nervousness is still there, but it's not the main event anymore. It's like the nervousness is a weather condition. You can't make it go away, but you can still drive in the rain.
Okay. I actually like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I keep trying to wait until the nervousness is gone to speak, but it never goes away before I speak. It only goes away after.
Exactly.
So I'm waiting for something that can only happen after I do the thing.
You're standing outside in the rain waiting to not be wet before you walk inside.
Okay, that's kind of a ridiculous image.
It is, but it's also kind of what you're doing.
It kind of is, yeah. I think the other thing is I care a lot about what people think of me.
Yeah, most people do.
More than normal, though. Like, I spend a lot of time after conversations replaying what I said and wondering how it landed.
Oh, that's exhausting.
It is exhausting. It's like having a second job that you didn't sign up for.
The job of reviewing every interaction you've ever had.
And the performance reviews are always terrible.
Always.
Never gets better. Always finds something to criticize.
I think there's something to the caring, though. Like, it's not a flaw exactly. People who don't care at all about what others think can sometimes be kind of rough to be around.
You mean like oblivious?
Yeah, or just not considerate. Caring a little bit about how you come across is not a bad thing. It means you're aware of other people.
I care a lot bit.
A lot bit. Okay.
A bit too much.
Somewhere there's a middle ground.
I've heard rumors.
I hear it's nice there.
I'll let you know when I find it.
Can I say something that might be obvious, but I want to say it anyway?
Yeah.
You seem pretty easy to talk to. Like you're self-aware, you're funny, you explain things clearly.
In this context, yeah.
So it's not a you problem. It's a context problem.
I guess that's a nicer way to frame it.
I mean it though. The person who froze in class is not the person I'm talking to right now. Same brain, different situation.
Different number of eyes.
Right. And that's actually useful information because it means you're not fundamentally broken or whatever. You're just in a situation that sets off a certain response.
A very inconvenient response.
A very inconvenient response, yes.
I think part of it is also the stakes feel really high. Like, in class, it feels like if I say something wrong, everyone will form a permanent opinion of me.
And is that true?
Probably not.
When was the last time someone said something kind of awkward in class and you formed a permanent bad opinion of them?
I actually can't think of a specific time.
Right, because when it's other people, you give them the grace of, oh, they were just nervous or that came out wrong. But with yourself,
No grace.
no grace, immediate judgment.
I am very hard on myself.
I noticed.
Is that a problem?
It depends. Being self-aware and wanting to do better is fine, but being your own worst critic constantly about things that are actually pretty small, that's tiring.
It is tiring. You're right.
Also, you missed one question in class. That's it. That's the whole situation.
When you put it that way.
I'm not dismissing it. I know it felt big, but objectively, you are still a whole person with many qualities, and one professor's question remains unanswered by you specifically.
The professor will probably never recover.
The professor's devastated.
Truly, I have ruined his semester.
Completely.
I know it's small. I do know that. It's just the feeling doesn't match the size of the thing.
That's the hardest part, I think, when the feeling is way bigger than what caused it. Because then you feel like you're overreacting, which makes you feel worse.
Yeah, like it's embarrassing to be this affected by something small.
But the thing is, it's not really about today, right? Like it's today's thing carrying the weight of all the other times.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Every time this happens, it just adds to this pile of evidence that I'm bad at this.
And your brain pulls from the whole pile every time.
Every single time.
I want to go back to something you said earlier about how the nervousness only goes away after you say the thing.
Yeah.
Have there been times when you actually did it? Like said the thing even though you were nervous?
Yeah, a few times.
What happened?
Usually it was fine. Sometimes it was a little awkward, but then it was over.
And after?
I felt better, like relieved, and kind of surprised that it wasn't worse.
So your brain has evidence that it's okay, it just doesn't lead with that evidence.
It really buries the evidence
Deeply.
under a lot of other stuff.
You'd think with a track record like that.
You'd think. Okay, so I have a question that's maybe a little different.
Okay.
Do you think this is something that just some people have, like a personality thing, or is it something that happened?
That's a good question. I think it's probably both, honestly. Some people are just wired to be more sensitive to social situations, and then experiences on top of that kind of shape it.
Like if something embarrassing happened early enough.
Yeah, or if you grew up in an environment where making mistakes was a big deal.
Yeah.
You don't have to get into it if you don't want to.
No, it's just, I think there was a lot of pressure growing up to get things right. Not in a mean way, just like performance mattered. Grades, saying the right thing, looking competent.
And somewhere in there, your brain learned that making a mistake in public is dangerous,
Yeah, like not dangerous, but worth avoiding.
worth a lot of energy to avoid.
Worth a lot of energy. Exactly.
That makes a lot of sense, though. Like your nervous system learned something when you were young, and it's still running that same program.
Just on a really outdated version.
Very old operating system.
Still sending warnings about things that aren't threats anymore.
Exactly. The update is coming, it's just slow.
My brain's like, please wait, installing.
30% complete.
For the past 15 years. I think I needed to talk about this. I've been just kind of sitting with it today.
Yeah, that's the thing about this kind of stuff. When you sit with it alone, it gets bigger.
It really does. Like it was small, and then I kept turning it over, and it just grew.
You fed it attention all day.
I really did. I gave it so much attention.
How are you feeling now compared to when we started?
Better, actually. A little lighter.
Good.
I don't think I fixed anything, but I feel less alone in it.
That's kind of the most you can ask for sometimes.
Yeah. Less alone is enough for today.
You know what's funny?
What?
You just talked for like an hour about a fear of talking in front of people.
I know, don't.
No, I mean, it's actually kind of great. Like, here you are, explaining yourself clearly, being honest, making me actually think about things. That's not nothing.
I feel like the key is that it's just you.
Maybe, but the skills are still there.
The skills are there. The audience settings are just broken.
Work in progress.
Work in progress.
Okay, I have one more thing I want to ask.
Yeah?
The professor's question, the one you didn't answer today. What was the answer?
Oh, it was about whether the narrator in the story was reliable. And the answer is no, he's not, because he's describing events that he couldn't have witnessed himself. He's filling in the gaps.
See?
What?
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
The class missed out.
Thanks.
I mean it. That's clear. That's specific. You clearly understand it.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
I'll try the thing he said about not fighting the nervousness.
Yeah?
Yeah, like driving in the rain.
Just drive.
Just drive. Nervousness is in the passenger seat. It can come, just not touching the wheel.
Okay, I like that better than my version.
I built on it.
You did. Good collaboration.
See? That I can do.
Yeah, you can.
All right, I feel better.
Good. That's really all I wanted.
Thanks for listening and for not saying just be confident.
Never. I would never.
It means a lot, genuinely.
Yeah, of course.
Same time next day?
Same time next day.
Cool.
Take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too.